Raj Divana.
Recording in progress.
Raj Divana to take the floor. I say that the second presentation, right? Effect of sugar replacement. So I invite now S. Raj Divana. Is he here? There. Selvaraja, Rajida, Selvaraja?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, present it. Yeah. Now share your slides and start the presentation. 10 minutes. Put it in the presentation mode. Huh?
Can you see my slides, sir?
Huh? Yeah, we can see, but convert in the presentation mode.
Is it okay, sir?
Okay. You can start now.
Good afternoon to all. I am Raj Divana, Department of Animal Science, Faculty of Agriculture, Eastern University, Sri Lanka. Today, the topic of my presentation is effect of sugar replacement with natural sweetness stevia on quality of vanilla flavored aloe vera ice cream. These are the contents of the presentation: introduction, objectives, materials and methods, result and discussion, conclusion, suggestion and references. Then we will see about the introduction. Under the introduction part, I have to tell about the ice cream. Ice cream is the frozen dessert that is preferred by people in all ages all over the world. Acquisition of the ice cream will be varied. These compositions are chosen based on the availability of the ingredients, post legislation, and decide quality of the ice cream we want. We all know nowadays excessive sugar consumption lead to the obesity problems, diabetic problems, and also cardiovascular problems, etc. Therefore, nowadays, people are more health conscious. These types of consumers are look for a low calorie, low sugar food products. To satisfy those type of consumers, new products are emerging in the markets with alternative sweetness. However, most of these alternative sweetness are artificial. For example, aspartame, saccharin, and sucralose, etc. And also natural sweetness also there: erythritol, xylitol, yacon shrub, and stevia, etc. In here, erythritol and xylitol are made by corn. Yacon shrub is made by the root of the yacon plant, and stevia liquid is made by the stevia plant. Among all these natural sweetness, stevia is considered as the healthy alternative for sucrose. Then we will see about the aloe vera plant. Aloe vera plant is the succulent plant species of genus Aloe. It is the perennial plant. It have fleshy leaves. This aloe vera plant had vital ingredients. For example, vitamins, plant steroids, amino acids, minerals, enzymes, saponins, lignin, salicylic acid, anthraquinones, polysaccharide, etc. This aloe vera plant is mainly popular for this medicinal value. For example, these plants are held to heal internal ulcer problems, improve blood circulation, cure diabetes, arthritis, and eczema problems. And also, these plants help to prevent the infections. And also, these leaves are helped to improve the human digestive system and also immune system. Then we will see about the stevia plant. This scientific name is Stevia rebaudiana. It is called as Sakkari Tulasi or Seeni Tulasi in Tamil. This plant is perennial plant. This is to the family Asteraceae, and also this is a flowering plant. This plant leaves contain number of sweet tasting chemicals. These chemicals are known as the steviol glycosides. This leaf extraction used as the liquid or powder. This plant sweetness is higher 250 to 300 times than sucrose. These plant leaves have sweetening agents, and also these consist medicinal properties. For example, polyphenol compounds and antioxidant. And also these plant leaves are help to inhibiting free radicals, avoid diabetic problems, avoid cardiovascular problems, and also help to avoid cancer and aging problems. And according to the research article, 100% sugar cannot be replaced by the stevia due to its undesirable off flavor. Therefore, it is important to study the proper combination of stevia and sugar for a dairy product like vanilla flavored aloe vera ice cream. This study was conducted to determine optimum level of aloe vera gel to prepare an ice cream, and also to determine optimum level of stevia sweetener to achieve the consumer acceptance of aloe vera ice cream, and to make an ice cream by using herbs for diabetic patients and patients who need low calories. Then we will see about the materials and methods. This experiment was conducted at the Animal Science Laboratory at USL. These are the materials used to prepare the ice cream. This figure indicates prepared aloe vera gel. Then we have to wash it because aloe vera gel contains yellow color, yellow tinted resin that is very harmful to human health. That's why we have to wash thoroughly. Then we have to cut the small leaves, small pieces. Cut the small pieces for our easiness to collect the pulp. Then blend the pulp using blender. Then filter the slurry through a muslin cloth. After that, pasteurize the obtained gel at 85 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. Finally, store the gel at 4 degrees Celsius until the further use. This is the preparation method of the ice cream. We will collect the milk. Then we have to boil the milk at 90 to 95 degrees Celsius. After that, we have to cool the milk at 40 degrees Celsius. Then in this stage, we have to add the main ingredients. After that, we have to again boil for 10 to 15 minutes and again cool to 40 degrees Celsius. In this stage, we have to add vanilla and food color. After that, add aloe vera gel separately in each treatment. Then beat well. Then keep into refrigerator and again beat it. This procedure repeat to 3 times. Then pour into the cups and keep into the deep freezer. This is the experimental design. This experiment was conducted as CRT method. There are 6 treatments. Each treatment's preliminary test also done to check which percentage of aloe vera gel will be preferred by the consumers. In here, T note is the without aloe vera added ice cream. T1 is 5% aloe vera added ice cream. T2 denoted by 10% aloe vera added ice cream. T3 denoted by 15% aloe vera added ice cream. T4 denoted by 20% aloe vera gel added ice cream. And T5 denoted by 25% aloe vera gel added ice cream. This is the treatments of final ice cream. Stevia added ice cream. Here, 100% sugar indicated by T0, 20% stevia and 80% sugar indicated by T1, 40% stevia and 60% sugar indicated by T2, 60% stevia and 40% sugar indicated by T3, 80% stevia and 20% sugar indicated by T4, then 100% stevia added ice cream indicated by T5. Then we have to move to the data analysis. First, we will see about the sensory evaluation. Sensory evaluation done by 30 Android panelists by using 7-point hedonic scale method. This is the table. This is appeared in the sensory evaluation sheet. Then these are the methods using physicochemical analysis for sugar replaced aloe vera ice cream. Here, the pH was determined by using digital pH meter. Titratable acidity was determined by using titration method. Total solids was determined by using oven dry method. Protein was measured by using Geldal method. Fat content was determined by using Gerber method. Ash content was determined by using ignition method by using the marble furnace. Carbohydrate content was measured by using marked opposite this method. Then we will see about the statistical analysis. All observations were analyzed by using Minitab version 70. ANOVA was done to test significant difference of different stevia concentration, and mean comparison of quantitative observations were done by Tukey test, and mean comparison of qualitative observation were done by Friedman test. Then we will see about the result and discussion. This figure shows the preliminary sensory evaluation for aloe vera ice cream. According to this sensory evaluation, treatment 1 got the high scores in all attributes. Therefore, 5% of aloe vera gel concentration was finalized for the further study. Because increasing the aloe vera gel concentration, the bitterness also increased. That's why most of the consumers dislike the high concentration of aloe vera gel. Here we will see about the effect of sugar replacement with stevia on physicochemical properties of aloe vera ice cream. Here, first of all, we will see about the pH and titratable acidity. There were no significant difference in pH among the all treatments. There were significant differences in titratable acidity between the T0 and other treatments, because T0 is without stevia added ice cream. That's why lactose content also high compared with other treatments. Therefore, this lactose is converted as to lactic acid by the activity of the lactobacillus bacteria. Therefore, T0 contain the more titratable acidity. Then we will see about the total solid content and ash content of the final ice cream. Here, the total solid content is decreasing in trend with increasing stevia concentration because of reducing the sugar content. There is a reduction of the total weight. Here, the ash content is non-significantly increasing the stevia concentration as per the NIA article research findings. Here, we will see about the protein percentage, fat percentage, and carbohydrate percentage of the final ice cream. In protein, there is non-significantly increasing protein content because due to the less total weight. In fat content, there is no any significant difference among the all treatments. In carbohydrate contents, there is a reduction in carbohydrate content with increasing stevia concentration. Because increasing the stevia concentration, there is a reduction in the sugar content. Here, this graph shows effect of sugar replacement with stevia on total calorie content of aloe vera ice cream. Here, the total here according to this graph, total calorie content is decreasing in trend with increasing the stevia concentration, because the carbohydrate content is indirectly affect the total calorie content. This figure shows the sensory analysis for sugar replaced aloe vera ice cream. According to this figure, T1 got more scores in all sensory attributes. Then we will move to the conclusion. According to the preliminary sensory evaluation, 5% of concentration of aloe vera gel was finalized for further study. After that, sugar replaced aloe vera ice cream was prepared with stevia natural sweetener by partially added stevia extract. Based on the sensory evaluation, the overall acceptability was high for aloe vera ice cream using 20% stevia extract with 80% sugar. Stevia added aloe vera ice cream contain low level of total solid, carbohydrate, and total calorie content when compared with without stevia added aloe vera ice cream. That means control ice cream. It can be stated that the replacement of 100% sugar is also possible with the commercially available stevia extract used in the current experiment for the production of vanilla flavored aloe vera ice cream as a low-calorie herbal ice cream, especially for diabetic patients and patients who need low calories. These are the suggestions from the study. Future study should be carried out to develop the ice cream with different form of aloe vera. That's mean powder form, cube form, sugar coated cubes, etc. Incorporated with natural sweetener stevia. And study should be evaluated the acceptability of stevia incorporated aloe vera ice cream among the consumer by survey. Further research should be conducted to help the ice cream industries to enrich commercial ice cream by adding aloe vera with stevia natural sweetener. These are the references. Thank you.
So now it's open for discussion. Huh? Any questions? Right. Question can 5 minutes time. Okay. Ask. Hello? Anybody? Adriana, I want to ask the question. Why you add the corn flour in that ice cream? But the purpose of adding, you add in the methodology, you added the corn flour also, no? Why?
Yes, sir.
Purpose?
That's act as a stabilizer.
Stabilizer, you adding. Then this aloe vera you adding just for the nutritional value. But
Value, sir. Yes, sir.
So you mentioned T1 again T1. So that's the because earlier preliminary study only used that treatment, again with the stevia only used the another T1. That little bit confusing. Then I want to ask the stevia, where did you get, whether from the commercial one or naturally you extracted?
Oh, sir, it's got from one of the private company at Gambaha.
It's available in the market in the extract form.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Commercially available.
Commercially available. Commercially available. Right. You so you are saying it can be replaced with that 40%, no? 40% or 10%? What is the 40%, 40, 60?
Sir?
What's your recommendation?
20% stevia added, sir.
Stevia added with aloe vera.
Yes.
So both you tried with aloe vera as well as the stevia, but that's a recommendation. But only you are focusing here the stevia. That's vanilla flavored aloe vera ice cream. Okay. Any more questions?
Yes, sir. What about the price of this stevia per 100 grams of?
5,890.
For 100 grams or per kilo?
200 milliliter. 200 milliliters.
200 milliliter.
Yes.
Then is the end product is cost effective?
Only some amount of stevia used to add more cups in a day.
Some amount mean how
One
many
drop of
milligrams?
stevia liquid, 1 drop of stevia liquid equal to approximately 3 teaspoon of sugar.
Okay. Okay, Divana, thank you.
I have one question. So, did you check the storage time of this ice cream? Then sometime that aloe vera and that stevia, due to that the chemicals, it can be some odd or some other taste. It can be changed. Did you check that?
Yes, sir, I checked.
How long you can keep without changing any
4
taste?
weeks.
Or,
4 weeks.
4 weeks. Okay. After 4 weeks, that the taste and the appearance maybe change.
But have you done sensory analysis of this one, all treatment? You have done the sensory for the aloe vera. No? This one treatment you have, it's missing, no? So slide sensory test. Was it there? I'm asking this after adding stevia, the treatment, you have not done any sensory, no? Sensory test, slides not there, no? You missed the slides. Aloe vera, you saw the sensory. But with the treatment, that's
Also
important.
had, sir.
Huh?
We also had final slide, final one before the conclusion.
You showed it, huh? That's which one? You showed it. Okay, okay. Right. So with that, any no question, then thank you very much. Then I will invite third presenter, the development of snacks using cassava and wheat flour mixture. That's a Ketiperachi, KG Ketiperachi, right? So I kindly invite the KG Ketiperachi.
Thank you, sir. Am I audible to you?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Thank you and good afternoon all. I am Kasuni Ketiparachi, here to present research findings on development of snack using cassava and wheat flour mixture. So let's see the presentation. As an introduction, you can see here, normally the snack products become very popular in Sri Lanka these days. And also the wheat flour is the most used ingredient for the production of snack products. Therefore, Sri Lanka spent a large cost on importation of wheat flour. So it is important to find locally available alternatives for wheat flour among the commonly available food crops in Sri Lanka. So let's see about this crop, cassava. In scientifically, we called it as Maniho tesculenta. So it is a food crop growing in Sri Lanka, and it requires fewer resources to grow, and it can produce higher yield, and especially it can be grown in the marginal soils where other crops are not well grown. So let's see the problem here. As I mentioned above, the snack products become very popular in Sri Lanka these days, and wheat flour is the main source for snack production industry. The importation cost for the wheat flour and the wheat grain is comparatively higher. Therefore, there is a greater need and the time requirement to find the possible alternatives for wheat flour which can be used to produce food products. Cassava is one of food crop growing in Sri Lanka which can be cultivated with fewer resources. Therefore, this study focused to develop snack product using cassava flour with a combination of wheat flour as a mixture. So let's see the objectives of this study. The main objective was to evaluate the applicability and the suitability of cassava flour to develop a snack. There were two specific objectives. First one, to select the best mixing ratio of cassava flour and wheat flour mixture for snack production. Second one, to evaluate the proximate properties and sensory characteristic of developed snack product. So let's see the methodology of the study. So you can see in this image also, this is some steps of the production that the snack. So first of all, the mature cassava tubers were collected from the Dambadeniya area, Kurunegala district. Then that tubers were peeled and cleaned thoroughly used in washing. Then that tubers were sliced into the small pieces. After slice, that pieces were oven dried. After oven dried, oven dried slices were grinded using electrical grinder to prepare the cassava flour. After that, cassava flour sieved using a siever. So you can see here, these are the treatments of the study. There were 5 treatments according to the dry weight basis ratio of cassava flour and the wheat flour. Treatment 1 was 100% cassava flour. Treatment 2 was 75% cassava flour with 25% wheat flour. Treatment 3 was 50% cassava flour with the 50% wheat flour. Treatment 4 was 25% cassava flour with 75% wheat flour. Treatment 5 was 100% wheat flour. So you can see here, this is the method of preparation in snack products. Normally, other ingredients like turmeric, salt, curry powder, pepper were added into the treatments according to the preliminary study it's done. Then you can see in this image, this is the snack products, prepared snack products and the different treatments. So let's see about the data collection. In data collection, there were 2 major parts, sensory evaluation data collection and the proximate analysis. In the sensory evaluation data collection, mainly as sensory properties, appearance, smell, taste, mouthfeel, and the overall acceptability to evaluate use in the panel consists of 50 members. Here, 5-point hedonic scale was used to evaluate the sensory properties. And in the proximate analysis, the moisture, color, total ash, and the texture was analyzed in the laboratory of Institute of Postharvest Technology in Anuradhapura. Then let's see about the data analysis. The data gathered from the sensory evaluation test was analyzed using the Friedman non-parametric test using the Minitab statistical software. So let's move to the results and discussion part. So you can see here, these are the sensory evaluation data collected from the sensory evaluation. So you can see appearance, smell, taste, mouthfeel, and the overall acceptability data will significantly differ according to the results given by the panel members. So let's see about that data as detailed manner. So this is the data collected from the appearance. So according to the results given by the panel members, you can see here the treatment 4 is the most preferred sample among the other treatments. And you can see here the similar results was given for the smell, taste, mouthfeel, and the overall acceptability. For all the sensory evaluation properties, the most preferred treatment was the treatment 4. It means cassava and the wheat flour, cassava for 25% to wheat flour 45% mixture is the most preferable one. Then let's see about the proximate analysis of the treatment 4. It means cassava flour 25 mixed with the 75% of the wheat flour. You can see here this is the moisture reading 7.48 moisture percentage, and the color value you can see here, these are the color values for the lightness and also redness and the yellowness value. And this is the total ash value, it is 3.37, and the texture is 7.50. So with that sensory evaluation data and the proximate analysis data, normally the mixing of the cassava flour with the wheat flour into 25 to 75 show the highest significant values in the old sensory parameters. In addition to that, T4 show the acceptable values in the proximate properties. So we can conclude that the cassava flour can be used as an alternative for wheat flour in the food produce of the snack product. So there can be in the as the future works, we can do the further research to develop more about the snack product developments. So these are the references used for this study, and thank you all.
So now it's open for the discussion. Questions, please. 5 minutes.
Okay, I have one question. Actually, good presentation and good study. So that here it says that in cassava 25 and wheat flour 75. So that is the best combination for preparation this snack. So that what is the reason for that? Why the reason? What is the reason for once the cassava flour increase and wheat flour decrease, this kind of texture is not come? What is the reason, as you understand? Hello, I hope you can hear me.
Hello, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Sorry, sir.
I hope you can hear me now.
Okay, sir, I can hear you now.
Okay. Actually, that my question is, so that in the cassava flour and wheat flour, that you have a combination ratios. So it says that good texture and everything is come with the cassava flour 25 and wheat flour 75. So once the wheat flour is increasing, that good texture it's come. So what is the reason for that, as you understand?
In my understanding, sir, when we are increasing wheat flour, normally the texture and the chaviness and the hardness come into the good value. So that's why I think panel members give that most preferable as the 75% of the higher value of the wheat flour when compared to the lower value with the cassava combination.
Yes, actually the actual reason is that the gluten. Because in cassava, we don't have much gluten. Actually, it has no gluten. In the wheat flour, it has a gluten. To make the structure best, it requires the gluten. That's why once the wheat flour is increasing, this kind of texture and the most consumed is preferable that one due to that good texture. So that is the reason I think because that one come with the increase in the with the wheat flour. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So I want to ask one question. Normally, the wheat flour is just a bit bran, without bran. That is normal, not the atta, no, with that powder form, like soft form. Likewise, why you are choosing the cassava flour instead of cassava starch? Because the cassava starch is better option when you compare the softness, everything. It comes tapioca starch. Normally they added for various things also. Why you are choosing the cassava flour instead of cassava starch? Difficult to produce. That's the reason.
Here mainly we focus to produce. It is for the easiness of the farmers. That's why we are mainly focusing about the production of the flour using an easy way without consider about the starch. When I'm referring about the literature, there are so many literature about the starch production also. But I have mainly focused to way to make the easiness among the farmers. That's why.
Easiness. But at the same time, the other quality point of view, here when you mix with the starch, the cassava flour, that the fiber will be more, no? That quality product also there, because you could have try with that also. Even I'm asking for the commercial purpose. Starch is also easy way you can produce, but in farmer level, only steps will be different, but easy way. There are ways to produce easily the cassava starch, isn't it? Not that without difficult way, like drying and I think same way. Here the cassava starch, rather than drying and grinding, you with moist fresh cassava chips, you blend it.
Then
filter it. That's the easy way there. Then there may be different combination. The result will be different also. You can try in future suggestion. You can make that way.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Because the cassava starch is popularly used in various snacks product, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Because the main idea is the softness will come. Yeah. All the it increase the softness.
Okay, sir. I will use it in future studies.
Okay. Any questions? Any question is there? Then as there's no questions, then we will invite the last presenter, that the development of instant kolakanda. Thank you very much, Kediparachi. Then development and instant kolakanda mixture utilizing herbal plant leaves, mung bean flour, and unripe banana flour. So I invite the EGPS Somaradna to present her findings.
Am I audible?
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Good afternoon, all of you. I am Prasadika. I am from the Department of Food Science and Technology, University of Peradeniya. I am here to present my research on development of an instant kolakanda mixture utilizing herb leaves, mung bean flour, and unripe banana flour. First of all, I would like to ask a question from you. What do you think about current Sri Lankan nutritional context? Do you know what? 6.7 million people are not consuming adequate diet, and while more than 60% of Sri Lankan families are eating less, cheaper, and less nutritious food. Scarcity of nutritious, convenient, and palatable food is one of the major causes of this issue. Then I would like to give a brief introduction about my topic. Kolakanda is a traditional Sri Lankan herbal porridge. It is a mix of herbs, grated coconut, steamed rice, and pinch of salt. The habit of drinking kolakanda, which is considered to be a quality drink, did not receive much attention later on. Make your food your medicine and your medicine your food. Kolakanda is the best way to adhere this phrase. Then I'm going to introduce my ingredients. Curry leaves is a potential source of protective plant substances like aldehyde, glycosides, and phenolic compounds. Gotu-kola has ability to increase the synthesis of collagen. When compared with other plant sources, drumstick leaves has the highest amount of calcium. Unripe banana is a rich source of resistant starch, and mung bean is a potential source of plant proteins. The flavor has a mixture is contain garlic powder, ginger powder, salt, and coconut flour. Instant food products increase the convenience and save food acquisition, preparation, and cleanup. The instantization is obtained by dehydration and pre-gelatinization of raw material. The instant collagen mixture may address the difficulties in obtaining complete and convenient breakfast. Then I'm going to discuss about my methodology. As I mentioned earlier, these are my raw materials. The leaf powder, as leaf powder, I use Gotu-kola, drumstick leaves, and curry leaves. The flour base was contained unripe banana and mung beans. The flavor enhancer mixture was contained salt, garlic powder, ginger powder, and coconut flour. This is my overall procedure. Selected leaves were processed in two different methods as format drying and direct convective drying. Then their physicochemical properties were analyzed. The leaf powder with the best physicochemical properties was selected for the final product formulations. Then pre-gelatinized mung bean flour and pre-gelatinized unripe banana flour were processed and used for the final product formulations. Then 5 different product formulations were developed and their physicochemical and sensory properties were evaluated. One product formulation with the best physicochemical and sensory properties was selected for the final proximate analysis. This is the procedure of preparation leaf powder by direct convective drying. This is the procedure. This is the graphical illustration of the procedure. This is the method of preparation leaf powder by format drying. And this is the graphical illustration of this procedure. Then the physicochemical characteristics of the leaf powder were investigated based on moisture content, chlorophyll content, total phenolic content, color, and solubility. Based on the results of the investigation, drying method, which produced a leaf powder with acceptable characteristics, was selected to the final product formulations. Then this is the method of preparation pre-gelatinized unripe banana flour. This is the graphical illustration of the procedure. And this is the method of preparation pre-gelatinized mung bean flour. Finally, all ingredients were titurated by mortar and pestle to develop product formulations. The appropriate combinations were determined by the trial and error methods. These are my 5 product formulations. The flour base was constant for all 5 different product formulations. Formulation A contained 7% of curry leaves. Formulation B contained 7% of Gotu-kola. Formulation C contained 3% of curry leaves and 3% of Gotu-kola. Formulation D contained 5% of curry leaves and 2% of drumstick leaves. Formulation E contained 4% of curry leaves, 1.5% of drumstick leaves, and 1.5% of Gotu-kola. Then the characteristics of the product formulations were investigated as physicochemical properties, total phenolic content, water solubility index, water absorption index, viscosity, swelling index, water holding capacity, and reconstitution time were investigated. Then the sensory evaluation is done by the ranking test by 40 semi-trained panelists based on the taste, color, consistency, and overall acceptability. Then the product formulation with the best physicochemical and sensory properties were subjected to the final proximate analysis. The proximate analysis was carried out based on the AOIC methods for moisture content, ash content, food fiber, food fat, and food protein content was analyzed. The carbohydrate content was calculated by the difference method. Parametric data were analyzed by 1-by ANOVA and post-hoc 2-keys HST test and 2-sample t-test. The non-parametric data were analyzed by the Friedman test. Then I'm going to discuss about my results. First, I'm going to discuss about the results obtained from the analysis of leaf powder. As you can see, format dried leaf powder has the higher format dried leaf powder has a lower moisture content with the higher water solubility. But direct convective dried leaf powder has highest total phenolic content and highest total chlorophyll content. In this chart, you can see the color difference between the format dried leaf powder and direct convective dried leaf powder. As obtained result, direct convective dried leaf powder was selected for the final proximate analysis because the direct convective dried leaf powder has the best physicochemical properties. Then I'm going to discuss about the results obtained from the analysis of product formulations. Formulation E has the highest amount of total phenolic content, and also formulation E has the highest water solubility index. But formulation B has the highest water absorption index, and also formulation B has the lowest reconstitution time, and formulation B has the highest water holding capacity as well. When consider about the viscosity and swelling index, there was no significant difference. There was no significant difference among 5 different product formulations. Then in this chart, you can see the color difference of the different product formulations. Most of them are same. Then I'm going to discuss about the results obtained from the sensory evaluation. As you can see, there was no significant difference among the among formulations based on color, consistency, odor, and taste. But there is formulation E has the highest overall preference. Finally, formulation E was selected for the final proximate analysis. These are the results obtained from the proximate analysis. As you can see, formulation E contains 65% of carbohydrate, 5% of fruit fiber, 9% of moisture, 5% of ash, 1% of fruit fat, and 16% of fruit protein. Finally, I can conclude that dehydrated leaf powder, pre-gelatinized unripe banana flour, and pre-gelatinized moonbeam flour can effectively be used to develop a nutritious instant coelacanth mixture with acceptable physicochemical and sensory properties. This study is proof that instant coelacanth mixture can be a significant solution to improve the nutritional state and food security among Sri Lankan communities. These are my few references. And thank you all.
Right, it's open for discussion.
Okay, thank you for your presentation, attractive presentation. So that I have 2-3 questions regarding this, because you are saying that it's targeted for those who has less ability to get very good, rich nutrition foods, and these are the people who targeted this product. So then, so according to your ingredients, so now it's moonbeam is more than 1 kilogram is more than 1,000 rupees, as well as banana also very high price. So then it is also that if you consider that ingredient, it is that if we make with all the ingredients, the price may be in one gram of this maybe around maybe more than, I think more than 100 to 500 rupees, that it is not maybe acceptable for that those who are in the poor the people who targeted. So, so that is the one question. And other thing is that you are saying that trial and error basis. Why it is used the trial and error basis? Because there are some literature available. Accordingly, we can identify the best combinations. So then that after reviewing the literature, that can be easily identified. Then accordingly, you can identify the combination and can be moving forward. So that is the best way. But trial and error mean it is not good because trial and error mean that you have to do so many trials and then accordingly you have to get the errors. But sometimes that it unable to get a good product ultimately. So it's better to because there are so many products similar to this. So that literature need to be surveyed. So then that is the best way. And other thing is, it is not justifiable that why you are selecting those ingredients, but it is just justified, but it's not properly justified as my understanding, because there are so many alternatives than banana flour, because banana is also now it's very high price. There are some alternatives, just like we can use like sweet potato starch or something like that, because that also has a less gluten and other ingredients similar to the banana. So and easy to prepare the flour also in comparison to that. So that kind of thing I need to be pointed out. Okay, thank you very much for your presentation.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
You now this Kolakanda, we have so many Kolakanda, as he said, that Dr. Chambali said, a lot of Kolakanda materials and products are available. So your one, it looks like is very costly, and more importantly, you could have put the price cost, but the cost of production. And mainly 3 ingredients you are used. One is mung bean and also coconut flour and also pre-gelatinized and plantain. How did you pre-gelatinize? What's the way you prepare pre-gelatinization?
Yeah, so the procedure is included in the presentation. Yeah, give me a minute. I will. Yeah, this is the procedure of pre-gelatinized mung bean flour, because I pre-gelatinized all these ingredients, because through the pre-gelatinization we can increase the solubility. Generally,
but now you didn't allow them to this the way. Sorry, you put the grind in the flour. Similar way, how did you make the coconut flour?
Coconut flour I purchased from the market.
Then again, it's expensive, no?
Yeah, it's a bit expensive. Yeah, it's a bit expensive, but
then how they prepare the coconut flour?
I use the virgin coconut flour. They first they obtain a coconut meal and crush into pieces, then dried in a oven, then they grind and sieve. The simple procedure, the virgin coconut flour.
That the commercial level, normally they do after extracting the milk, coconut milk, that dried portion, they dried it, get it the coconut flour. Similarly, home, you can make it easily after extracting the coconut milk, right? But we make it for the porridge or something like the rest of the thing, grinded the coconut bun flakes that you extract, that one when you dry it, that's the flour. Dry, then again you grind it, that's the flour. Easily you can make it at home also rather than purchasing it. That's expensive also. Yeah, then slurry. So this combination also you can little bit, the trial and error, something like that. You try arbitrarily with that. So basically, I'm asking this: you pour for the mung bean and green leaves, but the other rice and other thing you are just avoiding. Rice porridge, you are not putting rice. Instead of you go for the expensive one, isn't it?
Yeah, because
so, but then ultimum, rather than the proximate one, nutritive value also. Nutritive, you mention only the fat protein, that whether you have produced that fat percentage and that one is there. Ultimum, but the value powder form, what is the fat percentage, but the carbohydrate, but that's the product formulation. So this viscosity, approximate composition. So that means crude protein, it's very high. Crude fat, and this is the one, 65. Carbohydrate is 65%. So it has come as a carbohydrate 65%. So this is your ultimate. So you, but the message is your nutritive value is high, isn't it? That's the message. So you can compare with other available Kolakanda materials, sometime with the record, you can pose a, even though it's expensive.
Yeah.
So that's a conclusion. But the
Yeah.
ultimate purpose, you are going to produce a highly nutritious Kolakanda and cost effective. I don't know whether cost. You must give the comparison with other Kolakanda material also. Then it will be better, no? Comparison.
Yeah, I didn't conduct any market survey or comparison or something. I just wanted to
That's why I'm asking.
introduce a nutritious product because
Nutritious product, to prove
yeah,
nutritious product, you must say
but
why it's highly nutritious. With
yeah,
other Kolakanda material also, you could maybe the record must be available. Approximate comparison other Kolakanda material, then cost of production, then only finally we can conclude it.
yeah,
Layman
yeah,
level, isn't it? Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, Dr. Prem Kumar is, I think, 100% true. But
Yeah.
what he said is, because there are so many ingredients, such as we can use rice bran, that it is sometimes waste material. It is also very high crude protein and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is also my idea. Yes, it is true.
Then the two factors. One is the ingredient and cost.
Yes, exactly.
Then the ultimate nutritious composition. Three matters you have to consider with the existing one.
Yeah.
Idea is correct, but the cost of it, other things also there.
I just think about nutritious content
Yeah,
and
nutritious value, okay.
yeah.
But
Yeah, that's
cost
my
effective,
fault.
yeah. Cost effective also important. Because the
Yeah,
Kolakanda is
yeah,
a very, easily available material for easy preparation and cost effective. It must be cost effective.
yeah.
Yeah. Any questions, others? So thank you very much. Then with that, all presenters, and also I must thank the Dr. Chambati Kunatelaga giving good feedback, and Mrs. Sugidharan also co-acting with me. So thank you very much. All presented, they are done their best to present their finding, despite certain issue. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much.
Right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. We'll bind. Okay.
Bye.
Right.
Record